Good morning, morning team. Thank you everyone for coming and joining us in this graduation ceremony. My remarks today are based off of our theme, a 2001 General Conference address by President Thomas S. Monson entitled, Be Thou an Example. The underlying theme of President Monson's address is threefold. First, fill your mind with truth. Second, fill your heart with love. And third, fill your life with service. Today I want to briefly focus on these 3 points and how they not only embody the principles of discipleship in Christ, but also the principles of the healer's art. At the BYU College of Nursing, we follow a unique vision that defines our goals and aims in nursing. It is taken from the hymn, Lord, I would follow thee, and is, quote, I would learn the healer's art. Striving to learn the healer's art and apply it to nursing practice is both a profound and oftentimes daunting task. However, as the graduating class of 2016 can attest, learning the healer's art has provided for us some of the greatest blessings that nursing school can provide, and has set us on a road to provide Christ-like care to our future patients. So first, returning back to President Monson, fill your mind with truth. Through the gospel of Jesus Christ, we learn the great truth of human identity, which is that each patient that we care for is a son or daughter of God, with divine and limitless potential. The call to serve a child of God in a moment of greatest distress and need gives us the unique opportunity to practice and apply the healer's art, which includes the Christ-like attributes of empathy, compassion, love, patience, understanding, and a reliance on our Father in heaven. As we strive to develop the attributes of Christ and to acknowledge the divine identities of our patients, our minds will be filled with truth. Second, President Monson instructs us to fill our lives with service. In so many ways, nursing is defined by the service that we provide to patients in all varieties of situations. Service also is key to discipleship in Christ. Nearly 3 years ago, Kent Blad, the Associate Dean for the BYU College of Nursing, shared this profound thought at a celebratory dinner as we entered the College of Nursing. He said, quote, nursing is one of the only professions where you get paid to serve. Now, some may argue that receiving a wage for service defeats the purpose and even negates the blessings of that service. But I beg to differ. I believe that it depends on the degree to which we apply the healer's art to our service. The healer's art helps us to see that true Christ-like service is more than just providing nursing care. It is a mentality of compassion and the intent to love that powers and motivates that care. True love and true service leads us to Christ. Finally, President Monson instructs us to fill our hearts with love. I believe that a heart filled with love is the inevitable outcome of a mind filled with truth and a life filled with service. As we strive to always remember the divine identity of our patients and strive to serve them with Christ-like love and compassion, we find that the love of Christ takes hold of our hearts and guides and directs our work. We are transcended to a higher plane of nursing, where we become the hands of God in blessing the lives of his children. I have seen those hands of God in a student nurse massaging the aged and cracked feet of an elderly man. I've seen those hands in the student nurse, wiping the dampened brow of a mother delivering her first child. I've seen those hands in the student nurse, lifting the feeble spirit of a man with depression. I would like to, for a moment, share briefly one personal experience I had when I was called to be the hands of God during one particular clinical experience. Over the course of a 4-week period, I had the unique opportunity to care for an elderly man who lay in a coma. While caring for this man, I learned a deeply valuable lesson about the healer's art. One day, while providing oral care to this gentleman, my nurse, observing my technique in providing oral care, stopped me. And she looked at me and said, very, very poignantly, "Now, Deven, I know that this man is unconscious and in a coma, but you cannot allow that to change the way you care for him. He is still here and is still deserving of our best and most compassionate care." In that moment, I saw this man as a child of God. From then on, my care changed. I was more loving and more intent to provide Christ-like service to this man, who never could and never would thank me for my actions. A few days later, he died, leaving behind a profound appreciation for life instilled in me. I am grateful for the chance I had to be the hands of God in applying the healer's art while caring for a child of God. Now, I would be amiss if I did not, in conclusion, take just a moment to express gratitude on behalf of the graduating class. First, to our faculty. It's difficult at this point for us to refer to you as faculty, because in so many ways we see you as mentors and friends and confidants. We are grateful for your guidance and care that you have provided to us over the course of these past few years. Second, to the staff of the College of Nursing, those who sit behind the scenes and ensure that the college operates smoothly and successfully. Thank you. To the Dean and Associate Deans of the College of Nursing, we will be forever grateful for your inspiring messages and caring words that you have provided to us along every step of this undergraduate journey. To family and friends, especially those here with us today, we are grateful for your love and support that you have provided to us by loving us, praying for us, and cheering us on during this both difficult and rewarding experience. On a slightly more personal note, to my parents, I remember one particularly difficult day after a particularly difficult anatomy lab, feeling completely overwhelmed and unsure of myself. I remember calling home and crying my eyes out to my mom, and I'm grateful for the encouraging words that you provided that have helped me to move forward. Thank you, Mom, Dad. And to my dear wife, who is somewhere here, to my dear wife, I will always be indebted to you for the love and kindness and patience that you have shown me as I've spent many, many hours dedicated to my education and research over the past few years. Thank you for your unwavering support and love. And finally, to the graduating class of 2016, I will always be grateful to the wonderful times that we have shared together, for the invaluable lessons that you have taught me, and for the deep friendships that we have developed together. As we move forward into the great profession of nursing, may we never forget what it means to learn the healer's art. May we strive to be filled with Christ-like love and compassion. May we strive to be the hands of God in caring for the brokenhearted and downtrodden. May it ever be said of the graduating class of 2016 that we filled our minds with truth, and that we filled our lives with service, and that we filled our hearts with love as we went forward from this place to practice the healer's art.